Sage. Air are our DFS picks for the Thursday night football showdown, Eagles versus Cowboys, opening the 2025 season on September 4th. This slate sets up around Philadelphia, and we are building with that in mind. We are starting at quarterback with Jalen Hurts at 16,500, dash rank 100, projected 23 points, with about 52% ownership. He draws Dallas, who have one of the worst defenses overall. He's fresh off 33 fantasy points last game, and the tush-push remains legal, which boosts his goal line equity, per the Essentially Sports piece on the league, declining to ban it and even landing a major sponsor. With the opener spotlighted in the national game per multiple reports, we expect volume plus red zone chances. We are comfortable captaining Hurts in balanced builds and stacking him with at least one primary pass catcher. At running back, Saquon Barkley is our co-headliner at 11,1200, dash rank 100, projected 23, around 43% owned. He gets the same Dallas matchup, who have one of the worst defenses overall. The recent form is elite with 34, 42, and 17 in his last three, and he averaged 24 per game. The NFL Top 100 chatter has him as the league's top player for 2025 after a historic 2,005-yard campaign, and Prime Video just teased his feature documentary, which underscores the spotlight and workload narrative. We like Barkley as a captain in builds that lean into a ground-and-pound game script or as a core flex alongside Hurts for maximum touchdown exposure. At wide receiver, A.J. Brown sits at 14,100, dash rank 100, projected 16, around 32% owned. He faces Dallas, who have one of the worst defenses overall, and put up 22 last game. PFF ranked the Eagles pass-catching group number 1 heading into camp per reports, and Brown carries slate-breaking ceiling. We will stack him with Hurts in lineups targeting a pass-leaning script. We also like Devonta Smith at 12,600, dash rank 100, projected 13, with about 23% ownership. Dallas still have one of the worst defenses overall, and Smith's recent 9, 6, and 10 show a solid floor with room for spike games when coverage tilts toward Brown. He's our preferred way to get slightly different in Hurts stacks due to lower ownership. At tight end, Dallas Goedert at 9,600, dash rank 93, projected 9, around 19% owned, is our mid-tier leverage. He posted 17, 10, and 15 in his last three and benefits from the league's top-ranked pass-catching group narrative shared by PFF. In a red zone-centric game plan, Goedert's price and role compare favorably to the star wideouts, making him a strong stack partner with Hurts. For value, Will Shipley at 3,000, dash rank 57, projected 4, around 6% owned, profiles as a viable salary saver. He logged 14 fantasy points last game and is part of what local coverage calls one of the league's best running back rooms behind Barkley. We are using him in builds where we need savings to fit Hurts plus a premium pass catcher. We also like Jahan Dotson at 3,200, dash rank 67, projected 3, about 6% owned. Philadelphia traded for Dotson in 2024 per reports, and he joins a pass-catching core that PFF ranked first. His recent 0, 0, and 8 underscores volatility, but he's a leverage piece in large field tournaments, tied to Hurts stacks at low ownership. If you're hunting for a deep punt, Ben Van Sumeren at 300 could be the Galaxy Brain 1% play. Local reporting highlights his transition to a Patrick Ricard-type fullback and potential impact in heavy goal line sets. We would only deploy him in a few lineups as extreme leverage off Barkley chalk, hoping for a single vulture snap. At kicker, Jake Elliott is 6,600, dash rank 62, projected 9, about 30% owned. He's logged 7, 11, and 10 in his last three, and multiple outlets rank him among the best kickers in the NFL. With Dallas's defense struggling overall, but potential for a few red zone stalls on a short week, Elliott provides a steady floor and fits both Hurts and Barkley captain builds. On defense, the Eagles' DST at 6,900, dash rank 71, projected 9, around 26% owned. Makes sense for game scripts where Philly plays from ahead and forces Dak into predictable passing. The unit is coming off 19, 7, and 8, and opening night crowd energy can translate to sacks and turnovers. We will have limited but intentional exposure to the Cowboys. Dak Prescott at 13,500, dash rank 64, projected 17, around 46% owned. Faces Philadelphia, who have a tough defense overall. He posted 12 and 16 in his last two, and while the matchup is rough, he's still viable in game theory builds. Banking on a shootout or as a contrarian captain if you are fading Hurts rushing TDs. The news cycle has been noisy in Dallas, but Dak has stated he's unfazed and ready to remind everyone of his standing among elite QBs. Brandon Aubrey at 7,200, dash rank 33, projected 8, about 24% owned, is a logical bringback. Against a top defense, drives can stall, elevating field goal volume. He posted 1, 21, and 16 in his last three, and provides correlation with lineups where the Cowboys move the ball but struggle to finish. We are largely off the Cowboys' defense at 5,400 in most builds, reserving them for contrarian leverage against the field's Hurts exposure. If you're betting on turnovers or short fields, they can be a small sprinkle, but our base assumption is that Philadelphia's offense dictates play. Our preferred captain pool is Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, with A.J. Brown as the high-ceiling tournament pivot. For stacks, we pair Hurts with 1 to 2 of Brown, Smith, and Goddard, and rotate Elliott or Eagles DST for floor. For salary relief, we mix in Shipley and Dotson, and we reserve Van Sumeren for a few ultra-contrarian lineups. News-wise, the opener spotlight. The tush-push staying legal for Hurts, per Essentially Sports. Barkley's top billing in the NFL Top 100 coverage and documentary momentum, and PFF's #1 pass-catching group all reinforce our core lean to Eagles' heavy roster construction. Good luck tonight,